ESAF Uganda strongly believes journalists are crucial players in advancing agroecology, and once their capacity and knowledge in agroecology is enhanced, they play a crucial role in increasing comprehensive awareness and appreciation of agroecology among policymakers, consumers, and small-scale farmers as the main pillar in creating a sustainable food system and guaranteeing food sovereignty, sharpening the discussion of food systems towards agroecology.
Journalism is a link between a source of information and the consumer.
Journalism simply means amplifying voices that are covered.
An agenda-setting forum.
The ability to sensitize, educate, and provoke change.
A societal tool that helps to link different publics within society. It helps to create accountability or to ask and demand for accountability on behalf of the people.
It's quite important that you are able to identify issues in the communities and advocate for them through the use of the journalistic skills.
So this is my second in-person training with ESAF as a member of the 5th cohort, and I would say it gets better with each training. With all the modules that we've done, your knowledge gets to be expounded. You get to understand why certain things are done the way they are done.
A media person who talks and illustrates to the public should be more learned than those people who are being reported to. We are hosting ESAF media people from some parts of Uganda. We first hosted them at home where we make biofertilizers. We have looked at the use and how to make bioferments, biofertilizers and biostimulants, which we use in our Arwana Natural Family Farm.
We have been here at Arwana Family Farm, and we have been able to learn so much from the farm in terms of agroecology, that is sustainable farming, that is eco-friendly or environmental friendly.
This very family told us that they got their seed from their forefathers. It's something that's passed on. You don't get to hear that when you're seated in a room full of journalists at a fancy hotel.
For some sessions within Kampala, we've been trained through theory sessions, but now we've come to the ground to see how it is practiced.
Here we have seen a lot of agroecological principles in practice, in action, and how when you translate them from the paper to real action.
So I would say ESAF is doing quite well, because if you want people to talk about agroecology, bring people where agroecology is being done and practiced so that they see right off the field what to report about and what they should know.
So while we were moving around the farm, we've learned a lot of things. I didn't know that the guavas, they are passion fruits that look as big as a pawpaw. There is some passion fruit called a grandilla or something of that kind. And then I learned something to do with the climbing yam. Honestly, those are things that when we were being told in class, I could not even put a face to them.
You see, when we have agroecology in a community, for example, the Alwana farm that we have visited today, you find that the farm itself is able to sustain itself through a dry season because of agroecology that is being practiced. You find that what we consider as weed is being left in the garden so that it holds the moisture that can keep the plants moving through the dry season.
Yeah, the areas in journalism that are underreported that I think we needed to put a lot of energy into in this sector include the issues of the sector of agroecology.
So these are things that our farmers, our small-scale farmers back at the grassroots levels do not understand. We need to put it clear to them so that they know what they're up to, so that they make the right decisions, they make the informed decisions.
Agroecology is very relevant in many aspects because it is one effort which is going to contribute to solutions to many spheres of life. And I can tell you, agroecology is one of the most urgent things which we should be taking up as media houses. Look at food production. How are we going to increase food production for the increasing numbers of people? How are we going to address climate change, which is actually one of the biggest crises we have in society?
Agroecology is one of those practices that should actually get the attention, not just for journalists to report about, but for farmers to get this information that they need. Because not everyone is getting informed. Not everyone is attending a workshop on agroecology, but we expect that maybe 3, 5, 10 farmers have TVs in their rooms.
These elements are very important. When you educate somebody from the media, you have educated the whole country. And in this composition, there were some youth. This time there were men. There were other women and men. This was a very good composition.
So it is such an eye-opener, and I believe from here I'll be in position to go back and report those stories and amplify farmers' voices so that we go back to the agroecology. We promote the local food system like it was before.
I want to send my appreciation to ESAF Uganda for opening the eyes of journalists. If they continue like this, and build a bigger movement of journalists who become not just advocacies but ambassadors of agroecology.